Hello everybody. I know it's been a while since I've put up any kind of a vlog, so I decided I would put one up today. Even though I'm not feeling the greatest, I will push through it. Instead of focusing on something domestic animal related today, I decided to focus on something more wildlife. But before I do that, I just have to give you guys a little bit of a information heads up, whatnot. I read some information from one of my workplaces, which I mentioned previously that I work for a pet store and I also work for a wildlife sanctuary, and I read some information from the pet store talking about doing things like this, talking on YouTube and stuff about animals and all of that, and how we're supposed to sort of address that with its relationship to the company. I am allowed to say where I work, however, I am supposed to tell everybody that the information that I'm giving is my personal opinion and not a representation of the company. So that being said, I can tell you where I work for the store. I technically work at Petco, and I don't know why I say technically, but I work at Petco. There's probably a lot of people out there who are like booing and hissing at me right now, unless you don't like PetSmart and you tend to side with Petco. I don't know, whatever your preference is. Just so you guys know, that's where I'm getting my information from. I've been with the company for about 4.5 years now, and I'm planning on sticking with them for quite some time if my schedule allows for it. My specialties, the areas I focus on are small animals, birds, and reptiles. I do know some stuff about fish, but it's not really my strongest area. And someday I will show you all of my pets that I have here at the house. I've got like something of everything here. So just so you guys know, that's where I get my information from, and pretty much all the information I tell you guys here is actually what I tell the customers who come into the pet store. So I'm technically not representing the company, but just so you know where you are getting your information from, or where I'm getting my information from and giving it to you guys. So what I'm going to be doing today is telling you guys about a little pamphlet that I picked up at my other job at the wildlife sanctuary, and it was just some information I came across that I thought was very interesting and very useful if you are not familiar with this. So I'm just going to read through this real quick, and I'm sorry if I kind of go really fast through it. I'm kind of a fast reader in that sense. So the little pamphlet's called Pets and Wildlife. A little picture of a cat. Danger, there is danger lurking in your backyard, ... It's your pet. So this is just some basic information, and if you guys have any questions, comments, or whatnot, let me know and I will address them as soon as I can. So, going through this. Cats and dogs may pose a danger to wildlife around you. Just one bite can kill a small animal, either quickly from ruptured blood vessels and damaged organs, or more slowly from a deadly infection caused by bacteria in your pet's saliva. Some amazing statistics. In a typical year, wildlife rehabilitators receive thousands of wild animals whose injuries are caused by cats or dogs. A study conducted in England estimated that pet cats kill up to 70 million native animals a year! Exclamation point! Research done a little closer to home in Wisconsin, which is where I'm located, estimated that in 1 year, rural free-roaming cats in the state killed at least 7.8 million birds. Another study in Illinois examined competition between cats and native predators for prey species. This study concluded that cats were removing about 5.5 million rodents and about 2.5 billion other animals from a 26,000 square mile area. Cat depredation at this level diminishes the amount of prey available for natural predators. These amazing statistics, are due in part to the fact that cats are not natural predators in the United States. They have been introduced like the European starling or Norway rat, which I honestly have never heard of, but and wildlife here has not yet evolved the ability to compensate for the environmental pressures created by cats. As a result, our native wildlife faces decimation due in part to cat depredation. Habitats are shrinking. Because natural habitats for wildlife are continually being destroyed, wild animals are being forced to find food and shelter in increasingly smaller areas, including your backyard. This puts them in dangerously close contact with your pets. Protecting wildlife from your pets. The best strategy, be a responsible pet owner. This is something I do constantly. I promote constantly at the pet store and at the wildlife sanctuary, but you have to be responsible for your pets. Keep cats and dogs restrained at all times by leashing them or fencing them in. Cats can also adapt well to spending their lives indoors. This is the very best strategy because it provides the most protection for the cat as well as for wildlife. Cats, like dogs, can be taken outdoors periodically by using a well-fitting harness. The cat can then be restrained outdoors by a rope or light cable. Make sure to supervise your pet closely until the cat has become accustomed to it. You are accountable. You are accountable for your pet's behavior. It is a legal requirement in most cities for cats and dogs to be restrained. Both can be impounded if they are found roaming free, and you could end up paying a fee for their release. In addition, dogs and cats roaming free are frequently hit by cars, attacked by other animals or even humans, exposed to diseases and parasites, or lost forever. The next best strategy, if you feel you absolutely cannot keep your pet indoors, then provide it with an outdoor kennel equipped with a shady spot, a roof, platform, and other amenities. Another possibility would be to let your cat out except in the months of May, June, and July, when the majority of young wildlife is most vulnerable. Breeding seasons are usually in, I want to say late March and April is when the breeding pairs are out and about. So usually in the May, June, and July time is when you're going to find most of the young wildlife kind of around. The least effective strategy, but it's still better than nothing, would be to place a bell on your cat with a breakaway collar. Unfortunately, cats can learn to move silently when they are belled, so a collar with 2 bells may work better. This strategy would work even better if combined with restrictions on times that you let your cat outside. And last but not least, what to do if your pet injures a wild animal. Confine your pet to prevent injury to more animals. Take precautions to protect yourself by wearing gloves or personal protective equipment, or using a heavy towel to hold the animal. Then place the animal in a cardboard box with several small holes in it. Make sure the lid is secure. Keep stress to a minimum by creating a quiet, dark environment. Keep voices low and radios off. Then contact a licensed wildlife rehabilitator to arrange transfer of the animal as soon as possible. If you're not sure where to call, you can always take a look either online or in the phone book for the DNR within your area, and they should be able to tell you who you need to contact if it needs to be your local police department. If you live in something more of a city where there's an animal control unit that's around, or if there are people within smaller towns designated specifically for handling wildlife, the DNR should be able to give you that information, or at least somebody that you can contact that will have that information on hand. And then remember, not only is the killing of native wildlife by cats and dogs illegal, it is a significant environmental problem as well. Luckily, it is one of the problems that we can all do something to correct by being responsible pet owners and restraining our pets. And the rest of the information I have on here is just phone numbers and stuff for Minnesota and Department of Natural Resources, that kind of thing. So that's kind of all the information I have for you guys today. Gotta try and keep it under 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions or whatnot, leave a comment, send me a message. And if there's a particular animal or some information you would like to know next, just let me know and I will see if I can get another vlog up as soon as possible with the rest of my schedule. So let me know, and I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day.